Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
A woman is still in the hospital tonight after a brutal attack in Moorhead last week. In order to get away, she was forced to jump off the roof of an apartment complex. The man police say started it all is 18-year-old Ashton Bellafuel. He is behind bars, charged with second-degree attempted murder and 3 counts of assault. It all happened on Thursday night at around 7:15 in the 1900 block of 18th Avenue South. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley dug into newly filed court documents today, and she joins us live from where it all started. Bailey, sounds gruesome.
Yeah, Mike, one woman who lives here says it was a normal Thursday night for her. She had friends over and she was standing right here letting her dogs out when what she describes as a true living nightmare unfolded right in front of her eyes. Take a listen.
She was covered in blood. Her eyelid was cut open.
Was she saying anything?
Yeah, she was screaming, "Help me," and just help me pretty much the whole time. And I was in complete shock. It was like a zombie ran at me.
Police say that the 2 female victims involved were both stabbed in the eye and the head, one with a knife and one with a screwdriver. Police say that the woman who jumped off of this roof that you see here behind me is still in the hospital tonight. They say that she's since undergone 2 major surgeries for her injuries. Police say that the other woman was able to flee away from that incident on foot, but they say she's also still recovering from those major injuries. Live in Moorhead tonight, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks, Bailey. Documents say Bellafuel refused to give a statement to police officers. If convicted of the crimes that he's charged, he could face up to 50 years in prison. No reason to complain about the weather. After all, it's November 23rd and there's little or no snow on the ground. Let's check in with Hutch to see if there's any white stuff moving this way. Hutch?
Well, the white stuff that you're seeing on this map, Mike, cloud cover. It's going to be on the increase tonight, and those clouds are going to yield some wintry mix as we go through the overnight. I'll have more on that in just a moment. Right now, this evening, things are fairly quiet. Temperatures mild where you see the white line there and points south above freezing temperatures. It's been in the 20s today in north central Minnesota, including Roseau down through Wadena, currently in those 20s. As we take a look at winds, they're strongest in Fargo and the James River Valley, still gusts over 30 miles per hour. A breezy evening is what you can expect tonight in Fargo, with steady to slowly rising temperatures and increasing clouds. And through midnight, things stay pretty quiet here in the valley. Likewise in Grand Forks. Look at that, though. By the 2 a.m. hour, things will change. Here is a quick peek at what we expect as we go through the midnight hour and beyond. A wintry mix from the valley and points east could create some very slippery roads, including ice and freezing rain. Mike, I'll have the latest in your hour-by-hour forecast on what you can expect here in just a few moments.
All right, thanks. 2 men are in jail tonight after hitting a pickup with their car and then trying to run away. Dilworth police responding to the crash this afternoon at the intersection of Highway 10 and 34th Street North. Authorities say the driver of the Chevy Impala ran a red light and hit a pickup. One of the men was caught in a ditch. The other one was found in Target. Police say they initially denied being involved, but the driver later admitted that he was driving without insurance. A 21-foot ice castle fish house is missing, taken from Lake of the Woods. Hubbard County investigators say it was stolen from a business outside of Park Rapids city limits within the last couple of days. If you have any information, call the sheriff's office. The phone number is on your screen, 218-732-3331. Bemidji police are looking for 2 vehicles recently reported stolen. One is a 2014 white GMC Sierra 1500 pickup. It was taken on November 17th in the 2300 block of Paul Bunyan Drive Northwest. This picture provided to us by police is not the actual vehicle, but it certainly looks something like it. The stolen truck's license plate is what's on your screen. Meanwhile, the search continues tonight for this stolen vehicle. It was reportedly taken on Saturday. It's a silver 2010 Buick Enclave with Leech Lake license plates that say "Lovely." If you've seen either vehicles, call Bemidji Police 218-333-9111. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and other Minnesota officials are urging residents to download an app that will notify them if someone who's been near them later tests positive for the coronavirus. This app also allows them to warn others anonymously if they test positive themselves. Officials stress that participation is voluntary and that the system contains ample privacy safeguards. The governor also says he plans to call a special legislative session to pass a relief package that he'll unveil tomorrow to help small businesses cope with restrictions that he tightened last week to slow the spread of the virus. Governor Walz is planning to announce a relief plan for small business and the hospitality industry in the state. The governor, as I mentioned, is going to call a special session tomorrow where he'll approve the plan, which will include sales tax mitigation. Both small businesses and the hospitality industry have struggled immensely in Minnesota since the pandemic began. Essentia Health is making it easier for you to schedule a COVID-19 test. It's launched a patient-initiated testing, which helps you determine whether you want to be tested for COVID-19. For information on how you can access this, log on to our website at valleynewslive.com. U.S. Air Force nurses are on the ground in the state of North Dakota preparing to fan out to help the state's COVID-19 fight. 60 nurses and other medical personnel will soon be stationed at various hospitals across the state. The relief effort comes through FEMA and the request submitted by Governor Doug Burgum. North Dakota recently recorded the world's highest COVID-19 mortality rate. That Real ID program has seen some serious delays in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. The deadline was originally October of this year, but it's been pushed back now to 2021. The Department of Transportation is saying about 35% of North Dakotans have updated to Real ID so far.
We, anticipate that number to, go up quite quickly over the next 10 months. And I think, we're feeling really confident that as long as everybody that wants a Real ID, they can get a Real ID.
Schaefer highlights that North Dakota doesn't require people switching, though it will get more difficult to fly without one. Minnesota U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar says a pandemic or natural disaster makes the issue of hunger even more apparent in states like Minnesota. She also stressed the importance of Congress coming together to pass a coronavirus relief package.
We have to pass pandemic relief legislation at the end. And it's not just me saying it. The head of the Federal Reserve, who was appointed by Donald Trump, Jerome Powell, said it would be tragic if this didn't get done by the end of the year.
Senator Klobuchar also said that 1 in 8 Minnesota households live with hunger or are in danger of going hungry every year. Later on Valley News Live at 6, the number of COVID cases currently in the country and how many more are expected within 2 months from now.
Temperatures today warmest out to the west. We're in the James River Valley and points south. We saw 40s, 20s in central portions of Minnesota. We'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast as changes take hold overnight. Could be icy for some first thing in the morning. Details are straight ahead.